eyes do not deceive me through those murky depths you brandish Malphon. Let me tell you, little Hades, those old gloves have done some dirty work before your time.
You're going to love it on Olympus, little godling. The air is beautiful and brisk, the gardens lush, the feasting plentiful. Why, it must be the opposite of everything to which you are accustomed.
You've met your distant relatives by now. We don't all share the same demeanor nor see eye to eye. Though all of us, I think, wish you the best.
Why, hello, cuz. Odd that we're running into one another here. Among the wares of my professional associate, I mean. Must be some sort of clerical mistake.
Couldn't agree more, mate. Nice to meet you. Hey, you must be one of Meg's sisters. Nice to finally meet you. My name is Zagreus. Not murderer, definitely not.
Murderer.
Look, I've done some things that maybe aren't great, but I am very, very sure I haven't murdered anyone.
Murderer!
This place has definitely seen better days. Farewell, gigantic Gorgon.
I wonder, nephew, whether you're prepared as yet to harness the surpassing power I shall grant you now. Don't take this blessing lightly, and may you use it well.
Changed up your look again, have you, Hydra? For all his faults, Father did make this place look good.
You made the choice, not me, and you prolonged that war. Now I'm here, and you're... I thought I told you to leave me alone.
These two.
So, Hellspawn, you seek to break through to the surface of the world, but you shall not achieve your goal whilst I yet live and breathe, or the equivalent of it here in the splendors of Elysium.
And you leave me with little choice but to make you shut up already, and your bull-headed manservant there.
That Minotaur whom you address is my dear friend, you preconceiving stain upon the earth. Asterius and I are brothers here in death, as we were enemies in life. Not that you could ever understand fraternal bonds as strong as ours.
Oh, I just knew that you'd be back soon as I heard you face the champion of Elysium himself. You know, I've heard that among mortals, it's an honor to be killed by somebody like Theseus. Keep it up and maybe you'll be famous too.
How you holding up, boy? Eating well lately? All three mouths full and happy?
Each terrifying maw of the infernal watchdog Cerberus responds affirmatively, one after the next, as if to reassure the ever-doubting prince.
You like it when you get pets like this, don't you, boy?
The dog has enough troubles of his own. You are not to aid him in these matters, Nyx. His foolishness is to be scorned and reprimanded, not indulged. Do we have an understanding?
We have an understanding, Hades, yes. He is your own son, after all, and therefore your responsibility. I, in turn, have my commitments to this realm and to this house. You have aided me in them, so I remain, as ever, in your debt.
It is not necessary to remind me. Surely all those who once defied my brothers and myself would much prefer a post within my house over eternity within the lowest depths of Tartarus. Not that the darkness there would trouble you.
I hate it when they fight.
Are you the one whom I should thank for this most wondrous music stand, my friend? Why, it is positively splendid, isn't it?
A renowned court musician ought to have the finest means available, I think. I'm pleased you like it, Orpheus. Though, tell me something. How can it play your music when you're not even here?
Who can explain the secret art of Daedalus, my friend? Know only that, whenever it produces music for your listening enjoyment, that the sound you hear is coming from my soul.
Amazing. And a bit unsettling. Miss Dusa? I wanted you to have this. It's nothing really, just for your hard work.
Prince, I'm really grateful for this, really, and I thought I kind of got something for you.
Thanks, Miss Dusa.
I hope you're having a nice stay. Even though you don't want to live here anymore, Your Highness.
And there she goes again. Hey, I know you.
Hey, pal, watch where you throw those bloodstone things of yours. You drop them, you go pick them up, you understand? But if somebody gives you grief, you got my permission to chuck one right in his eye.
I'll just aim generally for the midsection, since the eyes are a lot harder to hit in my experience.
What shall we do here once you finally arrive? Perhaps we could go out and meet some mortals. I know all too many maidens or noble gentlemen who'd absolutely love to get to know you.
Master Chaos, everyone makes offerings to my relatives upon Olympus. I wish to make an offering to you. Thank you for everything.
How cruel of you to make attempts to tempt me with material things. You then, please in turn allow me this attempt at reciprocity.
Master Chaos, thank you.
You come to my domain, an all-seeing artifact that sprang from me after the dawn of time. It is considered a defensive instrument, I do believe. Though I suspect you have discovered, or soon shall discover, it is nothing of the sort.
Within the depths of Tartarus reside the most wretched of all the shades who linger for eternity within the underworld, whose lord and master is especially unkind to those attempting to cheat death.
Lots of wretchedness to go around, I guess.
That's who I think it is.
Hey, sir.
Now you be careful out there, Highness. The kindly Megara is out for blood. She kept on groaning about the last exchange between the two of you. You must have showed her good.
I think I might have gotten lucky.
So you are summoned to Hades by that Nyx, the night goddess, is that correct, nephew? Well, I suppose she's closest to a queen as your lord fathers like to find down there. I tried to match him up with some more wholesome types, but no, and here we are.
Should help keep me going.
I knew that foul boatman would come through, and you would find amongst his wares this gift.
Hi, Charon. I finally met Hermes, god of swiftness, travel, bringing souls of the departed to your boat. Calls you his professional associate. You and you've been working together for a while, haven't you? You don't say. Oh, hi there.
Oh, finally. I've been waiting for this. Really.
You must be one of Megara's lovely sisters. I don't believe we've had the pleasure. Waiting for what, exactly?
So sick of, doing my regular job, uninterrupted, not having to clean up Meg's messes.
I get the feeling we're starting off on the wrong foot.
Anyway, I always wanted to kill a god. You'll have to do.
This place has definitely seen better days. Or nights. Another new look for you, I see, Bone Hydra. Lots of exalted shades between me and the exit.
Oh, what's good there, cuz? Who am I kidding? We can cut the small talk. I don't mind. I interrupt my brothers and sisters all the time.
lost a duel to the death with an exalted brightsword, did you? They're pretty much the best of the best, so don't feel bad. It had to happen. But if it's any consolation, it'll probably happen again.
Probably. Achilles, sir. There's something I've been wondering about your codex. The words are yours, and yet it's through my actions that I'm able to absorb them. Is that how mortal scriptures always work?
Ah. You have to understand, lad. I've been here in your father's realm for quite some time. My documented learnings became bound to me, much like this spear, you see. You can undo those bindings over time. Thus, my knowledge can be yours, whatever it amounts to.
I see. I think. I'm grateful for it, sir. Father's chambers, always locked.
Stay out of there.
How's everything been going lately, boy? What's the good word?
The Underworld Prince's casual inquiry serves but to frustrate the Infernal Hound, as none of his 3 heads possess the gift and curse of speech.
My records indicate that you've collected earnings based on some of your accomplishments there, boy. I suppose you need an income of your own, having decided to cut ties and all.
What, you mean the bounties that you've offered up to anybody capable of beating Meg and all your other guardians out there? Don't you think that puts a lot of undue pressure on them, knowing that you've turned them into targets?
They must do better than they have, else they shall be replaced. If they're to grow in their respective roles, they have to know their weaknesses. And so do I. That you collect the bounties for it matters not.
Be sure to add those to the list of words you'll eat someday.
Enough. Get out.
It's awfully quiet here, you know, when you're out and about. Makes me a bit self-conscious, truth be told, seeing as ostensibly I'm the musician of this court.
Take care, okay? They're in the middle of something.
I swear you're right, that one is such an idiot. Oh, anyway, I'd best get back to work. Next round's on me, Dusa, and you take care.
You take care too, Miss Meg. Thanks for the drink. Bye now.
They get along at least.
The unfathomable power of the underworld thrives within you, child. Your godliness has grown since last we spoke. You have learned much of harnessing the dark.
Thank you, though I've much to learn as yet.
Yeah, that one's pretty nice.
Say, Skelly, don't suppose you'd care to tell me how the infamous twin-fisted Malphon came to be right here in this very courtyard, would you?
Nope. Not any of my business, pal, which is to say I didn't see a thing. And even if I did, it isn't what I'm paid to do. Don't you have someone in your fancy house there paid to keep watch over stuff like that? Ask them.
All right, maybe I will.
Ah, you wield Coronach, the Heartseeker. It pierced 3 titans in one shot back in the war amongst our kind. Please do take care of it.
Hey, how'd you get your hands on a nice bow like that? You take good care of Coronach for me, so I can try it too once you're up here.
Anyone else?
There's nothing stronger than the sea, nephew, neither above it nor below. And if you are in need of further proof, behold, the greatest of my blessings just for you.
Who's it going to be? Hello? How about no? No murder. No murder! I won't back down. Not now or ever. What? Singing? Here?
Come on in.
Okay.
Hey, you must be the Hades kid. How's it going then, Your Royal Majesty? Nice to meet you. I'm Eurydice. What brings a big, important guy like you up to a place like this?
Hi there. No need for formalities, I'm Zagreus. Just heading out on some official business, past the menacing Bone Hydra. Don't mean to be rude, though I'm in a bit of a rush.
Well, don't you have your hands full, hun? I'll let you go. But there's one rule in my place, which is nobody leaves here empty-handed. You got that? So take your pick. My treat.
Enough of them.
That oath Poseidon spoke to already, didn't he? All bluster, muscles, and bravado, that one. I'm glad you're not the type.
You shouldn't have crossed me.
I have to tell you, you look awful, cuz. You're barely holding on. Let's see if we can't perk you right back up.
You choose to challenge me again. Not many in Elysium so dare. Then I accept.
Wait, I never challenged you. The entrance to your chamber looks like any other pathway in Elysium. I have no quarrel with you, sir.
To step into my chamber is to challenge me. It is a custom since the time I lived and breathed in darkness. I will send you into such a darkness now. You have earned your passage. I go now to recover for the next occasion that we meet.
Big crowd, huh?
What hope have you, monster, versus the blessed bonds of brotherhood?
Best not belittle him, King. He is more powerful than he appears. We must remain alert this time.
Oh, I am perfectly alert right now, Asterius. And were I still alive, I would be positively salivating at the thought of running through this pustule with my spear, or whichever means I had available. Now let's go.
Good, you're back. So prior to when Theseus killed you again back there, did you by any chance happen to ask his big bull buddy for an autograph for me this time?
Did not come up.
I've done the best I could preparing him, though I'm fearful it was not enough. No one ever has escaped this place.
Your expertise has readied him, Achilles. Yet I sense it is your confidence in him which spurs him on. Do not lose faith in yourself now, lest soon he do the same.
My faith is prone to shakiness at times. I should check in with the house contractor. You keep an eye on Father for me, boy. Don't let him sour up everyone's mood.
Cerberus promises to do exactly that, in his own way.
I mean, old Father's nice to you at least, isn't he, boy?
He's back already, Cerberus. Just as I indicated.
I'm standing right here, Father.
I'm sorry he disturbed your rest again, Cerberus. You've done a good job. The realm is well defended still to the high standard that you set.
Orpheus, forgive my bluntness here, but I have to ask. Why won't you sing? You were a legend, mate. Our court musician.
Why, it's that I've lost my muse, my friend. It isn't harder to explain than that. Have you not had such moments in your life where you had lost the will to chase your passions?
I suppose I have, yeah. But recently I found my drive again. And that's why I have to get out of here.
And I am truly happy for you, friend. Alas, I've had no luck in my own search. Not that I'm searching any longer, so I'll just be over here, okay?
Don't suppose I can talk you into fighting back this time?
Not a chance, boyo. I'm paid to take it, not to dish it out. Now give it to me!
That dog is not your plaything, boy. Cerberus defends our realm so that no one gets in alive, or gets out either way.
I'm not staying. Not even for him.
You give those musty shades and corpses a fair fighting chance down there, you hear me, Zag? So just in case you need a hand.
There exists a certain volume here within the It is as though it had ingested something that did not sit well. Perhaps the Earth itself wishes to spit you up and out.
I bet Tisiphon's up. Guess not.
Oh, finally. You're no god. You're nothing but a piece of trash. Born into all of this. And you don't even want it.
You seem to have me all figured out. And here I thought we were still getting to know each other.
Well, you want to know what I want? Here, I'll show you.
I didn't catch her name.
The blessing of your uncle Lord Poseidon might have helped you to this point. But here, my gift shall see you further still.
You are more skilled than I expected, Short One. A rematch is most certainly in order.
You're going to force a rematch each time I manage to defeat you, aren't you?
We and our victories are all impermanent here in Elysium. We live, such as it is, for moments. You were a worthy challenger. Most welcome here. Until we meet again.
Little godling, you must know that the heart has infinite capacity for empathy, and I so feel for you there that I have mustered for you some of the most beautiful of blessings I can offer.
I hear something.
Death approaches. Thought you could just get away from me, did you?
Thanatos. I figured it was only a matter of time before Father sent you after me to do his dirty work.
Zagreus, is that really why you think I'm here? Let's see how many of these exalted champions you can send back to their dooms, unless you'd rather I would send you back to yours. You left, without so much as telling me goodbye. I suppose you knew I'd catch up with you sooner or later. Is that it? No escaping death and all.
I left when it was necessary then. I thought of you and hoped you'd understand. I have to do this.
That's more motivation than I've ever heard from you. Well, if you won't say it, I'll say it. Goodbye, Zagreus.
Want to bring you in on something, boss. The reason that Uncle Poseidon got to you before I did is, I let him. He's under the impression he's as spry as ever.
Here's the fee.
My powers, dearest, oft go hand in hand with those of Dionysus, with his power to persuade the mind to find such beauty where it isn't really.
No need to flatter me like that there, Lady Aphrodite. Beauty's almost entirely within the mind, I'm sure. And in the muscles, and the jawline, and the winning smile, and, well, who am I to tell you, yeah?
Rematch.
We're well equipped to deal with you, Short One. Though I know better than to disregard your might.
Speak for yourself, Asterius. I, for one, know only pure contempt for this foul demon and his underhanded fighting style. A style we shall easily dismantle now.
At last, the willful prince has ventured all the way up to the surface of the mortal realm. Yet still he is encased within the earth itself. The gateway to the underworld. A threshold from which there is no escape.
We'll see about that.
The multi-headed Cerberus stands vigilant before the underworld's entryway. The tales of what happens to those foolish enough to attempt to pass are far too graphic to describe.
So it's really come to this, boy. After everything we've been through. Well then, this is how it has to be. There's nothing left to say. Except for, on your guard. No, but seriously, boy. I know why you're here. There has to be a way to make you look the other way. What if I helped you with the Satyr problem? Would you let me go? Please. I have to find Mother. You know what this means to me.
After a moment's hesitation and deliberation, the voracious Hound of Hell barks once, affirmatively toward the prince. who sets off in search of something that can sate the monster's appetites.
Good. Now I just need to head off the beaten path here and see what I can find.
Ah, my kid. I was just inquiring with Lord Dionysus here. Under which circumstances are the greatest mortal feasts of all prepared? Because I have a certain hunch regarding that. Yeah, Ares, I will hand it to you, man. There's nothing like a feast after a war, all right? Provided you're on the surviving side, that is. Otherwise, I guess they'll be feasting with you down there, Zag.
All right, boy, I got your favorite treat. But you have to promise to let me pass if I hand it over, okay?
Terrifying Cerberus accepts the fetid sack and scans the darkened hall for where best to consume the stomach-turning contents.
I owe you one, boy. I did it. Wow. Oh, of course.
I never grew accustomed to the air up here. It gusts senselessly whichever way it pleases. I suppose you must prefer it to the stillness of the air below.
You know, you're right. The air up here seems pretty good so far. But I will reserve judgment till I've had my fill. I have to say, though, Father, the Helm of Darkness suits you. I'm touched you dust it off on my account.
It should not have had to come to this. For all your antics with me yet around the house, I always kept my temper, have I not? Unlike you.
Well, let's see. You've berated me repeatedly and often. You've lied to me, mustered your wretched forces to kill me over and over, but sure, I'll grant you that you've always kept most of your anger bottled up. All that's about to change, then?
We're gods, boy. Killing one another is our lot. Although I always thought I was above it. I told you that you cannot leave this place. It seems I must enforce my rules myself. I'm sending you home. Now.
No, you're going home, not me. No, wait!